Hello, my name is Gregory Kelesian, and I would like to welcome you to my Google Earth country tour. I am going to be speaking to you about El Salvador today. El Salvador is the smallest and most densely populated country in Central America. The country's capital city and largest city is San Salvador. Santa Ana and San Miguel are also important cultural and commercial centers in the country as well as in Central America. El Salvador borders the Pacific Ocean on the south and the countries of Guatemala to the west and Honduras to the north and east. Its easternmost region lies on the coast of the Gulf of Fonseca, opposite of Nicaragua, as in 2009, El Salvador had a population of approximately 5,744,113 people, composed predominantly of mestizos. The colon was the official currency of El Salvador from 1892 to 2001 when it adopted the US dollar. In 2010, El Salvador ranked in the top 10 Latin American countries in terms of the Human Development Index and top 3 in Central America behind Costa Rica and Panama, due in part to the ongoing rapid industrialization. In addition to the tropical rainforest and overall forest cover, has expanded by nearly 20% from the year 1992 to 2010, making it one of the few countries experiencing reforestation. The Human Development Index ranking is 107th. The life expectancy at birth is 72.4 years. The mean years of schooling for adults is 7.5 years. The GNI per capita in terms of PPP, consistent with the 2005 international dollar, is $5,915. The inequality adjusted HDI value is 0.4999. The MPI, which is the multi-poverty index, is not mentioned for El Salvador. The GII, which is the gender inequality index value, is 0.441. The carbon dioxide emissions per capita tone is 1.0. The population, as mentioned before, is 6,264,100. The non-income HDI value is 0.723, and the innovation and technology fixed mobile telephone subscribers per 100 people is 140.5, and the trade and economy income index is 0.602. Between 1980 and 2012, El Salvador's HDI rose by 1.1% annually, from 0.471 to 0.680 today, which gives the country a rank of 107 out of 187 countries with comparable data. The HDI of Latin America and the Caribbean as a region increased from 0.574 in 1980 to 0.741 today, placing El Salvador below the regional average. In 1932, Agustina Fernando Marti, a founder of the Central American Socialist Party, led an uprising of peasants and indigenous people. The military responded by systematically killing anyone who looked or sounded indigenous or had been supported by the uprising. In all, 30,000 people were killed in what became known as the La Matanza, or the massacre. Marti was arrested and killed by firing squad. His name is preserved by the FMLN, the Frente Marti Liberación Nacional. During the 1970s, El Salvador suffered from landlessness, poverty, unemployment, and overpopulation in the government. The polarized left and the right tangled for power, coups, and electoral frauds. In 1972, José Napoleón Duarte, co-founder of the Partido Democrático Cristiano, which is the Christian Democratic Party, ran for president supported by a broad coalition of reform groups. His victory was denied after allegations of fraud. Subsequent protests and coup attempts were averted by military, and Duarte was exiled. Guerrilla activity increased, and the right wing responded with the creation of the death squad. Thousands of Salvadorians were killed, tortured, and murdered. On March 24, 1980, the outspoken Archbishop Oscar A. Romero was assassinated while saying Mass in the chapel of San Salvador Divine Providence Cancer Hospital. His murder is often seen as the point in which the widespread civil unrest turned into the outright civil war. On January 16th, 1992, the agreement was finally signed to end the Civil War. The ceasefire took effect on February 1st. The FMLN became an opposition party and the government agreed to various reforms including dismantling parliamentary groups and death squads, replacing them with national civilian police forces. Land was to be redistributed to the citizens and human rights violations were to be investigated. During the course of the 12-year Civil War, the estimated 75,000 people were killed, and the U.S. government gave a staggering $6 billion to the Salvadorian government's war effort. El Salvador's FMLN has proven to be a model example of the former guerrilla government organization successfully joining the formal political process. El Salvador is a democratic republic governed by a president and 84-member unicameral legislative assembly. The president is elected by universal suffrage and serves for a 5-year term. Members of the assembly are also elected by universal suffrage and serve for 3-year terms. The country has an independent judiciary and Supreme Court. Carlos Mauricio Fuentes Cartega is the president of El Salvador. He won a 2009 presidential election as the candidate of the left-wing Partido Nacional Liberation Front, the FMLN political party, and took office on June 1st of 2009. I would like to thank you for watching my Google Earth presentation, and I hope you learned something new today. Have a great day.